straight into the fundraiser, the reason why we're here. Are we together? Let's get going here. I'm going to be inviting our first donor tonight. And I know when I said our goal was $250,000, everybody kind of was scratching their head and wondering why. But I want to say, by the time our first donor steps up and does what she's going to do, you understand why I believe in this group sitting here. One of the things when you come to events like this, bring your business cards, talk to people, shake their hands, ask them what they do, and get inspiration. I'm going to be talking here about somebody who over the last few years is the CEO, creator, and owner of Nick and Brothers Construction Limited Liability Company. This is a luxury home builder out of Georgia, Atlanta in Georgia. Now, the homes you see on Basketball Wives, Housewives of Georgia, of Atlanta, right? She has found a way to sit on that table and tell America that you have to know that a little girl groomed, raised, educated in Cameroon will come here and get a piece of that pie. She doesn't like too much attention and all of that stuff. I'll just have her to rise, please. Let's put our hands together. Let's welcome amongst us today Miss Delphine Bryant, please, CEO of Nick and Brothers Construction Limited Liability Company, ladies. Can you put your hands together, please? Can you put your hands up for her, please? DJ Manu. Thank you, DJ Manu. For a young girl who went to her twerk home in Bamenda, a classmate of my elder sister, came to America with nothing in her pocket but a dream in her heart. She has decided today to say, ACNAA, please take $10,000. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, DJ Manu, stop. Ladies and gentlemen, is that how we clap for $10,000? Ladies and gentlemen, is that how we clap for $10,000? Listen. I don't come from Austin to bullshit. The exchange today is 621 CFA for $1. $10,000 divided, times 621. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Bryant just gave us 6,210,000 francs. Please, guys. Mama, come forward tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you significantly for your donation. We want to appreciate your effort, but we also want to let everybody know that if you're interested in the luxury home business, you want to become a real estate developer, you want to look this gorgeous, dance good, come from Atlanta and help God's work, ladies and gentlemen, she's your person. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's put our hands together for $10,000, ladies and gentlemen.
You just wouldn't know, baby, I love you so. Cause when I fall down, I love you, lift me up.
Awesome. Join me with the thunderous round of applause. Let's welcome Dr. Aroke, please.
Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself.
Thank you, DJ Manu. As you can see, we need to pay for some dancing classes for him. Put your hands together.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Thank you, everybody, and welcome. Are we having a good night? Are we having a good night? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it gives me great pleasure to see all of us here today. And it's such a great honor to be in your midst to share with you some of the work that we are doing. You know, about a few years ago, less than 6 of us were discussing. We had a small WhatsApp group. just to get to know each other. And now, just a few years later, that small WhatsApp group has grown to this group of more than 100 members. And I just want to let you know how humbled I am to be the president of the Association of Cameroonian Nurse and Anesthetists. About 2 years ago when we took over, I must confess, I had great doubt. We were facing the COVID pandemic. I wasn't even sure if we were going to live. We were supposed to meet together here in Maryland and had to postpone it. All of us were afraid, especially for black people. We were afraid that we were all going to die. We were afraid that when COVID hit Africa, everybody is going to perish. But here we are in 2023, and we are back again. And I just want to say, thank you, God. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thanks to all the CRNs who are here, because we all made a difference. We all made it possible that we are still alive today, that so many patients are still alive. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you present here today. Gratitude. You know, one thing that I learned from COVID was a sense of gratitude. If you are like me, I think COVID gave us a very interesting perspective of life. It gave us time to pause and really ask, what is important? What is really important? And I realized that to really have a good, fulfilling life, you have to experience gratitude. That sense of being appreciative, that sense of realizing that we do not take things for granted. And so, to start my comments today, I really want to extend my sincere gratitude to a few people. First, I would like to recognize my wife, Ms. Magdalena Roki, because none of this will not be possible without her support at home. And to my ACNAA family, you have been the rock of this. You know, like they say, you are only as good as the people who are supporting you. But even most important, I want to recognize the NEC members present. May all the NEC members present please stand up and be recognized. I want to recognize Dr. Tekwe Christian, the Vice President, Ms. Candace Ngwa, the Secretary General, Mrs. Immaculate Che Ambe, the Financial Secretary and Treasurer, Ms. Dan Kam was right here. Again, I just want to share with you that these have been the brains behind everything we've done. And the committee chairs, as I know several of them shied out from standing up to be recognized, but they did make a big difference. They did make a big difference because when you have an idea, you have to share with somebody. And that person has to buy your idea and do the work. I was just a figurehead, but they did the work. They made it possible for us to realize those dreams. I would also like to recognize our founding members. A few years ago, we said, let's create a foundings club. And within that, we said, for you to really show that, yes, you really support this mission, just donate a small token of $1,000 to belong to what we call the Founders Club. And this individual step up to the plate. But even more important, I want to recognize our pioneer president, Dr. Sylvia Ekole. Please stand up and be recognized. And would all the founding club members who are present please stand and be recognized. Thank you so much for your continuous support. I want to also recognize our partners and supporters. Like we said, this will not be possible without their support. First, I would like to recognize the presence of Dr. Linegu, the CEO and owner and the founder of the Diversity Nurse and Anesthesia Project. Dr. Gu has been a great supporter of our project. She donated mannequins which we used in Cameroon to train other anesthetists, and we just want to say thank you. We also like to recognize that, again, we've had several supports from others who are not present. Linda and Daniel Fombo, they are not present here, but they have been great supporters of our cause. Dr. Jackie Rose is not present, the president of the IFNA. She has been a great supporter of our cause. Webster University, we have a few students from Webster University. Sandra, please stand up and be recognized. She was one of the students who traveled to Cameroon with us to help train nurses and anesthetists. And of course, the University of Buea. They've hosted us twice when we went to Cameroon. And I really want to express our sincere gratitude because, again, it takes a village to do some of the work that we have been doing. And speaking of work that we've been doing, I just want to share with you a few things that we've done over the last 2 years. One, when we took over, I made it a priority that our primary objective is to improve anesthesia care in Cameroon by training the nurse anesthetists there. We recognize that going to Cameroon for mission trips is great. Again, if you give somebody fish one day, you feed them one day. But if you teach them how to fish for themselves, you feed them a lifetime. So we recognize that it was very important that we train the nurse anesthetists there to be able to take care of the patients even when we are not present. So one of the very first things we did was organize the Cameroon Conference of Nurse Anesthetists. That was the first time that nurse anesthetists in Cameroon came together to learn about anesthesia. And that was in December 2021. Recognizing the fact that typically we go make promises, go away, and never come back, we saw that it was important to go back to reassure them that we will be coming. We are in for the long haul. So in December 2022, we were back again for the Cameroon Conference of Nurse Anesthetists. During these two conferences, over 160 nurse anesthetists were trained in basic skills for airway management, cardiac management, and regional anesthesia. One of the nurse anesthetists commented to me that this was the first time that they actually got what it means when we are talking of an EKG. While there, we also gave out some supplies. 1 year later, one of them told me that they are still using the mark blade, the disposable mark blade that we throw away here, which we had given them 1 year later. That is the power of the work that we are trying to do. And again, we cannot go in there and do it for them. We cannot go in there and do it for them. So we had to create an association in Cameroon so that they can police themselves, so that they can organize themselves. So I'm glad to report to you that, again, we created an association of nurse anesthetists in Cameroon, which has been recognized by the Cameroon government, and we are in the process of filing application for them to join the International Federation of Nurse Anesthetists. Undoubtedly, we are on a great trajectory. We have great momentum. But I want to just share with you that, again, this work is not going to end here. Even though I step down today as the president of ACNAA, I want to assure you that the work is going to continue. And I will continue to do my part. Each and every one of us here will continue to do our part. I give you my words, inspired by what John F. Kennedy said. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Each and every one of us seated here is very blessed. We can each ask ourselves, what can we do? What can we do to make a difference? And I bet you can make a difference. For me, I know what I want to do to help. I know that I want to continue to support the nurse anesthetists in Cameroon so that they can provide better care, So that when my mom or your cousin goes to the hospital, the anesthetist standing there is competent. So that the next time somebody has a cardiac arrest, they do not simply close the eyes and say sorry. They can do CPR and revive them. That is the power of what we can do. I want us to continue to work to increase the pipeline. I was sharing with our members today that ours is a profession that we cannot go out there and recruit members. We have to grow them from within. So we have to strengthen our pipeline. When I took over in 2021, we graduated 6 CRNAs from nurse anesthesia programs in the US. 2022, we graduated 8. For 2023, we expect to graduate 18 Cameroon nurse anesthetists in the US. And I'm saying, let's continue in that trajectory. Let's continue in that trajectory. If you know an RN who works in the ICU, who is interested in pursuing a career in anesthesia, tell them we are here to support them. We are here to mentor them all the way. Again, I give you my words that I want to continue to work. Health disparities, for anybody who knows me knows, is a passion of mine. And I tell you that we together can work to improve and increase diversity in the nurse anesthesia profession here in the United States. And that is something that, with your help, we can continue to work on. And so, as I round out my comments, I want to recognize again the incoming executive under the leadership of Dr. Christian Tekwe, who was elected today to be the president of ACNAA. And I have a few words that I would like to remind Dr. Tekwe and each and every one of us present here who dares to lead. You know, I will borrow from the paradoxical commandment of King Keith. You know, he says that, always remember that people are illogical, unreasonable and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish or authoritative motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Be successful anyway. If you are good, if the good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow, do good today anyway. Honesty and frankness makes you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest men and women with the biggest ideas can be shut down by the smallest men and women with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs, but follow only the top dogs. Fight for a few underdogs anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help, but may attack you if you try to help them. Help people anyway. Give the world your best, and you will be kicked in the teeth. Give the world your best anyway. In the final analysis, it was between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. Long live ACNAA. Long live the nurse anesthesia profession. Thank you, everybody.
When we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one, there are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change.
Thank you, Mr. DJ. We have some awards here which I would like to present before I return to my seat. And, you know, awards are very interesting. People often ask me, what makes a great leader? You know, I will tell you, it's not the title. It's not pursuing the corner office. It's not the biggest degree. We know them when we see them. Great leaders dream. Great leaders communicate that dream. Great leaders inspire others. Great leaders transform dreams into reality. Great leaders are not afraid to fold their sleeves and get to work. Great leaders lead from the front. And here at ACNAA, each and every one of you is a great leader. But there are a few people who have gone above and beyond that I would like to acknowledge them and say thank you. I would like to say thank you for the hard work they've done to foster the mission of ACNAA. Starting with some of our new founding club members, we were supposed to give this in 2020, but we're not able to do it. So I'm going to invite, again, our pioneer president, Dr. Steve Collier, to join me and give out these plaques for the founding club members.
Spyro, now only me one life. See us we day like this sunrise. I will never leave your side.
The first one is for Dr. Gilbert Bankler, joining our founding club. Please welcome Dr. Bankler.
As I never see you online, if they worry me and they give me consign, yeah. I be ringing on your cellular, where you at? Somebody know if you settle down, yeah. I'm hoping you're okay, we got to party tonight. Many just stay for mine.
Please welcome Ms. Karen Auer. So, if you notice something about our MC for tonight, he seems unusually knowledgeable about anesthesia, right? The next founding club member is Ms. Dr. Megan Achu, the wife of our MC. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today, so I will call on our MC to accept the plaque on her behalf. So every year, one of the privileges, again, afforded us is to recognize people who have done great work. And one of the awards that we give out is called the Student of the Year or the SRNA of the Year Award. And that award recognizes an SRNA who, despite being very busy in school, still goes above and beyond to improve and foster the mission of our association. This SRNA, who is receiving this award this year, went to Cameroon with us in 2021 to teach nurse anesthetists in Cameroon how to give anesthesia. Few months ago, we received a consignment of over 2,400 LMAs to donate to Cameroon in Florida, I am in Alabama. I had no way of collecting them. To make it even worse, I was in Cameroon at that time for the conference. We reached out to her. She went and rented a place and secured those LMAs so that we can donate them to make a difference in Cameroon. The ACNAA 2023 SRNA of the Year Award goes to Ms. Irvin Indifom. Unfortunately, Irvin wasn't able to be here with us today because she is wrapping up her semester to graduate later on this month, so we will keep the award for her. If you recall, we said we have a very strong pipeline of mentors. Mentoring is something that is very near and dear to us. So each year, we recognize an outstanding mentor. This year, when I reached out to the SRNAs and said, nominate a mentee, or a mentor that you think has really exemplified this. The mentee said, this recipient consistently goes above and beyond to help. She is always a phone call away. I know that even when I graduate, she will still be there for me. She has really held my hand along the way. And again, the 2023 Outstanding Mentorship Award goes to Dr. Estelle Twente. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here because she left today on her trip to Cameroon. So Dr. Estelle will be receiving the award when she comes back. We also have an Outstanding Community Service Award because we recognize the importance of getting involved in our community. This award recognizes the contribution of an individual CRNM, both professionally and or through voluntary work, to improve the lives of individuals in our community. This year's recipient created an organization to support displaced people from Cameroon in Nigeria. Despite his busy schedule, he traveled multiple times to Nigeria to take care of the refugees, to donate medications to help them, to make a difference. The 2023 Community Service Award goes to Dr. Celestine Atancho.
The most elegant Akum man alive. President of Akum Organization National. A product of CPC Mali. Father and son of the Holy Ghost. Put your hands together, boys.
Finally, the last but not the least, as the president, there is the President's Award. And this is very near and dear to me because this is an award that is personally chosen by the president at their discretion. And it recognizes somebody who has gone above and beyond to foster the mission of ACNAA. This is somebody who has sacrificed, has toiled day in and day out to move the profession forward. A few years ago when we started, I approached this individual to help out with the finances. The first time she declined. I came back again and said, hey, we really need your help. She said, okay, I've never handled any finances. I said, no, just give it a try. She accepted, stepped into the room, and has done a phenomenal job. Every ACNAA member here would testify that they have received the text multiple times, multiple reminders about paying your dues. When we were spending so much money in Cameroon for the Cameroon Conference of Nurse and Anesthetists, she said, no, I will go there to myself and see what's going on. I want to also be present so that I see where our money is going. Again, it gives me great honor to give the 2023 President's Award to Ms. Immaculate Che Ambe.
Please can we rise and give her a round of applause? Ladies and gentlemen, can we rise and give her a thunderous round of applause? Can we rise and give her a thunderous round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? It's a very important award she's receiving.
Again, please, I just want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. We have a packed agenda for you, but that packed agenda is having a good time. Make sure you have something to eat. There is plenty to eat back there, plenty to drink. Have a good time and have a great night. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, please. Dr. Aroke, please come forward. Come forward. I'm sorry it took me a while to get around because I couldn't fit into the spaces that were available. Can we, ladies and gentlemen, give a thunderous round of applause to this man? You know, there is a plant called the Chinese bamboo tree. And the Chinese bamboo tree, you plant it, you plant a seed. And within the first 5 years, nothing happens. And on the 5th year, within the first 6 months, the tree grows to about 16 feet tall. Now I can imagine if I plant a bamboo tree in my compound and I wake up every morning and pouring water in it, my neighbors will be looking at that and say, this bald-headed African guy is crazy. What is he doing, right? Year 1, nothing happens. Year 2, nothing happens. Year 3, they certainly agree in the community meeting that he is officially psychotic. We just need somebody to give him a diagnosis. Year 4, nothing happens. Year 5, nothing happens. And 6 months later, I have a 16 feet tall tree in my compound. Now, why do I bring that allusion? I bring that allusion to say, Mr. President, you should be proud of yourself and the work you've done for this organization. You see, it might not seem like the bamboo tree has sprouted yet, but I tell you, the bamboo tree is getting ready to sprout. I know the goal of the ACNAA is to make sure, in collaboration with great partners sitting over there, that there is diversity in the industry. And I'm not saying there is going to be diversity. I am saying there will be diversity, whether they like it or not. One of the beautiful things for any registered nurse sitting in the house today who is contemplating of going into anesthesia school, this is the best time. You know why? Because you have people who have been beaten on that path. You have people who have been discriminated against at clinicals. You have people who have been scolded upon. You have people who have been blatantly told you are not good enough, get out. They go cry in the car, wash their faces, and come out again and say, I will live to die another day. What it means for you sitting here and listening to these people, if you're contemplating, is that the best time to have done that was last year. But the next best time is now. Because you have mentors, you have warriors, you have people with scars, you have people who have lived it, and they will hold your hand. And whenever it gets tough, they will say, it's okay, one more step. I know that because there were days, as I told you, I couldn't handle the whining. And I'll say, please call Dr. Atancho and whine. Call Mr. Mungwa, call Dr. Aroke, please call Dr. Shite, call somebody, call wine, I cannot take it no more. And when the wine, they will tell her, you know what? Today was bad, today was tough, tomorrow will be better. So I want to say, Mr. President, in addition to you, I want to also recognize the Emeritus President of ACNAA. Please, can you rise, please? Thank you. You know, to understand that the first year, 6 people were graduated from this community. The second year, 8 people. The third year, they are looking at 18. I'm not talking here about arithmetic progression. I'm talking about geometric progression. I wasn't a good math student. I failed math. But I know when something big is about to happen. If year 3, this community is graduating 18 CRNAs into the community, with the average 20-year earning capacity of $7 million times 18, that is $20 million. Ladies and gentlemen, something is happening in our community. I don't know if you are feeling me. I don't know if you are hearing me. I don't know if you understand what is going on. Are we together? So if you need to crawl, crawl. If you need to creep, creep. If you need to scream, scream. If you need to sit on your butt and struggle and get there, get there. Because it's not about you alone. It's about people who saw the vision, like Mama Lina Gold over there, like the initial president of ACNAA, like Dr. Aroke, who are putting their sweat, like my big brother out of Dallas over there, who makes sure he's present all the time. And he goes to Africa 3 to 4 times a year, volunteering with different organizations. They understand what the vision is. Sometimes you might not see it, but you just have to believe in the belief of other people on you. So I want to say, if you are sitting here today, even if you know somebody who doesn't even know that this option in the healthcare career is available, when you go home today, call them on the phone. Tell them, ma'am, perhaps it's not about your age. It's not about how many losses you've had. It's not about how many different careers you've charted and it didn't work. It's about the next 20 years and not the last 20 years. Get on the path. And for the first time in our history, our story has a clear path to success. Can we all rise and together with a thunderous round of applause, let's thank the head of the ACNAA, please. Thank you, Dr. Aroke. Thank you, sir. Awesome. So how much are you donating for us tonight?
Anywhere above $1,000. That's all I can afford.
DJ Manu, stop now. DJ Manu. Anywhere above 1,000.
Oh, wait, let me quantify that. Between $1,000 and $1,100. How about that?
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for $1,199. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Dr. Lukisi. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank
you. Do you have any student scholarships? I would like to give you $2,500 for student scholarships annually.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen. Let me explain to the people who don't understand what it is. She has donated $2,500 in student scholarship annually to the Diversity CRNA. Listen.
This is
us. This is what we want to do. So I will support our effort with $2,500.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen. I always go back. Numbers don't lie. 2,500 times 620. He just supported us with 1,552,000. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, please. And DJ Manu. And for those who are certainly constructing homes in Cameroon, a bag of cement is 5,500. So let's divide that by 5,500. That's 283 bags of cement. Ladies and gentlemen, can we clap for 283 bags of cement? Dr. Tekwe, please. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. I love you. Oh, yeah. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. Just believe that I'm a winner. I said just believe. I'll never do it like you do it. Best believe I'ma do it. Do it. Yeah. Let me do it like I do it. How I do it. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. If you know what me to happy, something go do. Something go do. Water go show you. Thunder go yam on you. Something go do. Something go do. No person, you know they keep person. If you want no person, you know go first person. I know they sick, you won't give me medicine. I got money, oh, you won't help me spend my money. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to. I'm a winner. Just believe that I'm a winner. I said just believe. I'll never do it like you do it. Just believe I'ma do it. Yeah. Let me do it like I do it, how I do it. Allow me to enjoy myself. 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 Allow me to enjoy myself.
Some classes.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to acknowledge one person before we do this quick introduction. If you see everything laid out here, like I said, things that we do, most of this takes a village. You know, as a president, you are just one lay person in front, right? And you are only as good as everybody around you. And somebody has really been behind the scene, making sure that the chair is kept where it's supposed to be, that the lights are on, that the flowers are on. Ms. Candace Ngwa, our Secretary General, she's so busy at the door that she probably will not even hear me because she's making sure that things are happening. Please, I just want to recognize the effort that she's put into this occasion to make it a success. Like the mentioned, Dr. Christian Tekwe is our incoming president. He has served with me for the last 2 years as the vice president of this association. Dr. Tekwe is no stranger to us. He holds a PhD in entrepreneurship, a CRNA by day, entrepreneur by heart. He's a CEO of Mazi Medical Supplies, and this is somebody that I am confident that when we come back here next year, he would have taken this association to much higher height. When you talk of people who make things happen, Dr. Tekwe is one of those. You know, most of us in here, we all want to do business, right? We all want to create and build that next thing. He is one of those people who, when you give him that idea, he buys that idea, he turns it into a business. And that is really where we see things going in ACNAA. We want to go from just something that we keep thinking about and doing little things to now growing exponentially. Please join me in welcoming the new incoming president of ACNAA, Dr. Christian Tekwe.
I was a little bit confused, as you can see, with what move to make with that. Dr. Roque, thank you so much. I think it's been a pleasure to serve with you as your vice president, and with your vision, we have journeyed through very difficult times, especially with COVID, but we find ourselves today in a stronger foundation than we inherited. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here today. It's really an honor to stand in front of you as head of this organization that was started by an idea. It's amazing that just within a short amount of time, it has morphed into a movement that is making changes not only in the United States among professionals, but changing things, the reality on the ground in Cameroon as how healthcare is being delivered. So I'm very proud to be part of this movement, this organization. Mr. President, thank you for giving me the confidence. Along with me, of course, I would not be able to do everything by myself. Nobody can. Is an able group of individuals some of whom I have closely watched. Some I've had conversations with when they were in school. See, the beautiful thing about this organization, I think the president emphasized that, is that mentorship is so crucial. We grow our own. And how Pew is a breed that you grow in-house. We grow our own and they turn around and serve within the organization. And for the very first time, I'm probably the oldest dinosaur among the executive, the breed of this new leadership was born within the organization. And so that makes it very special. And we put so much emphasis into that. And thanks to the work of other professionals, headed by Incam, who does an amazing job. Let us give that guy a hand of applause again. Cam, where are you? That guy plays magic. Incam, I want you to look at him very closely. So, Incam, I just wanted to recognize you for the work you have done and continue to do in mentorship.
We're proud of who we are.
The man cannot even dance.
Whether in Cameroon or in the United States, this guy is everywhere. Everywhere. And anything we do here or in Cameroon, his tentacles are on them. Whether it's to meet the minister or the University of Boya institution leadership, or to contacting donors in the United States, and Cam is there. So I just want to tell you how special he is. And he actually is instrumental in our mentorship, as well as our RN pipeline program. So we don't only mentor people who come into anesthesia programs, we actually create through a pipeline those who come into the program. RNs, if you're an RN, a registered nurse, or know somebody who is a registered nurse, reveal to them the public secret that is the nurse anesthesia program. So thank you guys so much once again for coming here. We have inherited, or I have jointly inherited, a very challenging phase of our association. We have taken upon responsibilities that we couldn't foresee before, how challenging, but how exciting at the same time these are. So I don't know, Mr. President, if I am able to do that, but I can tell by the presence of you all here that you're not going to let me down, will you? Will you let me down? Okay, so with that, I am very confident. I'd like to introduce to you the leadership of our team moving forward. The Vice President, able leader within his own community and beyond, leads different organizations. So I'm very proud to be part of his life at this point in time when he's able to give back. It's no other, that's the vice president is a she. Genze Azefo, please join me on stage. That's the vice president.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Gen.
Thank you. Our vice president, I remember the very first day I saw her. Very first day. Yeah, I like to say that. And she was gazing so far into the future when we're talking about options and opportunity in the anesthesia program. And I can't believe that she's standing here, I haven't crossed that bridge, and is now bathing into the juice that is the anesthesia profession. Thank you very much. And the Secretary General is Tita Pale Ndongjem. That's my Secretary General.
She want them. She come from I think too long. She want to test my cockara. My damn, make I tell you. I know they want to do like say. We are supposed to go holiday, but I want to stay.
And of course, we're here to raise money. There's somebody who is going to be making sure that money is well kept. And there's accountability to that money. And making sure that we utilize it appropriately as well as safely keeping it. And that's going to be Minette Sila, who's going to be our treasurer.
Sabi girl no dey too like talk. Animals dey in human form. Body man nobody like walk, but you must hustle if you want job. You no finish them won't fight us. If them they run them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. Look on they form say you too like us. You no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Come on mind on my mind.
So I do remember the last time you were in school. I was talking to you. I was actually traveling at the airport. You were asking me questions about interviews. And it's so magical what happens in our profession. I mean, I don't mean to exaggerate it, but it's such a beautiful thing if you can mentorship or coaching. I have a bias for that. It's such a powerful tool if you can know how to utilize it and have the option and the opportunity. Because you will do things that you will never believe you could do. You will cross bridges, you will cross obstacles that you can never do alone. Now, I'm not here to say that they couldn't do it by themselves, but to be able to have journeyed with them, and now they are serving back, giving back into the community. Isn't that awesome? Please give a hand of applause to this young breed of the future of our program. Thank you. So we've come to an interesting part of this program where I'll ask you a question, and you can answer from your heart. I think it is my assumption, I'm not sure if it is right, that most of us here have something to do with Cameroon or have heard about Cameroon. If you have anything to do with Cameroon or from Cameroon, can I see by hand up, please? You from Cameroon here? Can I see by show of hand if you are from Cameroon? Married to a Cameroonian, have been to Cameroon, heard about Cameroon? Okay, I can tell most of you are from Cameroon. And so I'd like to talk to you about who we are, what we do, in a brief way, as an association. Can I hear myself, please? Excuse me. Thank you. So I just wanted to present to you who we are. Not a lot different from what the president said before, but just to emphasize why we are here and the theme of our conference, which is strengthening anesthesia capacity and improving outcomes in Cameroon. A lot of us here have been to Cameroon in our profession, in the capacity, as the president mentioned, trying to find ways of improving anesthesia outcomes. Why? Why? If you have surgery in the United States, there's a great chance it's going to be provided by one of us, nurse anesthetist. If you have surgery in Cameroon, it's almost guaranteed it's going to be provided by a nurse anesthetist. And the training that they provide to them there, as one of the presenters was saying earlier on today, is deplorable. I'm not undermining what they do as individuals, but the resources that they have does not give them the capacity to provide safe and effective anesthesia. We know that. I know how firsthand. And so our goal is to not just enjoy what we have harvested here as nurse anesthetists, but to return back and give to the country, to give back to our communities. So we do that by strengthening who we are in the first place, because we can't give what we don't have. We work with partners, institutional partners. We work with donors. And then we establish collaborative long-term relationships that are effective and in helping us implement some of the strategies that we have in place to improving anesthesia outcomes. In our association, we provide workshops. Earlier on today, there were presentations with accredited continuous educational credits for nurse anesthetists. We have conferences. We have 2 conferences in a year, the fall conference and the current one that's happening right now. And we are beginning to also offer online learning opportunities. We're going to emphasize that moving forward. We have a mentorship program, which we have been talking about quite a bit, and the pipeline program for nurses. We cannot do this all by ourselves within the association. We have to work with partners. We have to work with people from outside. We do not have all the expertise. Even if we did, it is more effective by working with other people who have complementary or relative resources. And so some of the people we've been very blessed to work with, again, you see this name, you heard about it before, Diversity in Nurse Anesthesia Mentorship Program. And so Lena, once again, I'll call your name. I saw her when I was in school, participating in a workshop. This is many years ago. I won't say how long ago so you can guess my age. But she has been doing that, and we got inspiration from her, set up our own program. And now, since inception, over 50 nurse anesthetists have graduated from our mentorship program to this point. We also work with Webster University, the University of Alabama, where the president works and operates, and also with the University of Boya. We need to work with partners. We cannot do this by ourselves. We do not have all the capacity to do so. But we also have collaborative relationships. That is to say, horizontal collaboration with people who do similar or the same complementary things. We work with people who do other programs that are close to ours. Community Refugee Relief Initiative, if they are doing something that is of interest to us and we think it falls within the purview of our own objectives, we support them as well. And that's been led by no other brand, our brother here, Dr. Atancho Celestine. The president talked about that, I won't go into that. We also worked with the BRAIN Project, and there is a logo here that didn't appear here. We also work with the Association of Cameroonian Physicians in the Americas. We work with community projects with them as well, because that's also within our area of interest. Now, we focus on expertise. If they have an expertise that we do not have, we provide anesthesia, but people don't just go to surgery and have anesthesia. Just have anesthesia and then wake up from anesthesia. They have to have surgery. They have to have other things surrounding the perioperative process. So we work with people who have different expertise or complementary expertise, who have influence, that is to say they can help us achieve what we want to do, and who have resources that we don't have as well. Okay, that's the I Am Cameroon project. Last year we worked with them, last 2 years, to donate medical supplies and PPE equipment to Cameroon during the COVID-19 crisis. We also work with other partners, sponsors. Today, for example, we had people who sponsored an event like this who would donate. One of them is Nick and Brothers LLC, real estate investment and construction company in Atlanta, Georgia. You hear about that very soon. Mazi Medical Apparel, my own company. And we worked with Insight Investment. They had a table earlier today. And Vigilant Anesthesia. We have also collaborated with people who provided medical supplies. We cannot go to Cameroon and just provide a service. We have to have people who have the supplies that we need. And we work with Dawa Medical and Genesis Airway Innovation out of Australia, who provided us 2,400 laryngeal mass airways, brand new, the latest technology, as a matter of fact. So we're very grateful. So how do we work with our partners? We have to find strategies to work with them effectively, to continue to cultivate that relationship. We invite them to participate with us whenever necessary. We provide them recognition. We had to do a press release for the Dawa Medical when we had their supplies. And we seek feedback and develop long-term relationships as well. What we are actually doing is planting the seed. You probably have not been to Cameroon recently. Some people have been here for a long time, but those of you who have been there will recognize how crucial medical help is. I was in Cameroon in December for our medical conference where we train nurse anesthetists. My team is going to hear this for the very first time. I had an automobile accident. Very serious, about 11 p.m. At 2 a.m. in the morning, I found myself in a facility because I was looking to get chest x-ray so I can rule out any potential injury internally. And I complained about some mild to moderate pain. I was given an injection. I've never heard of the name of the medication before. It's called pentazocine. You know, because you're smiling. And I was given 6 times the dose that you should be given. 6 times. You could not get the second dose until after 6 hours. And I passed out, and I almost died. They did not know what to do, how to reverse that medication. Simple. A thought process that is very easy for us, not a complex medical education. I had to get out of the hospital, almost barely breathing, and look for a reversal for that medicine myself. This is basic. It is not complicated. Now, I invite you tonight to consider that could be you. It could be your aunt, your mother, your brothers, your sister, or you can go to Cameroon to visit like I did. I was not looking for anything extraordinary. I just wanted to have a chest x-ray. And I accepted a simple, basic medical intervention. So as you reflect upon tonight, upon how we can be part of a positive process in Cameroon, like the president said in his quotation, you know, we will do what is right. We'll continue to do what is right, regardless of what critics or others are saying. Cameroon is in crisis right now. Are we going to wait for the crisis to be over? When? By whom? Let's be the change we want to see in society. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that wasn't an applause for a gentleman who has spent the last 10 minutes educating us on why we're here. Put your hands together for this man. Thank you, DJ Manu. You know, he's not only a CRNA passionate about what he does and elevating the standards, but he's also an entrepreneur by heart, right? And he's the creator, founder, and CEO of Mazi Medical Outfits, and you'll get a chance to experience that. I know that is the next big thing in this country. I know that. There's no doubt in my mind. I saw it, he talked to me about it, I looked at it and I laughed. I laughed because it's only in America where a young boy can come off whatever hole he came off from our country, Cameroon, and he can aspire and believe and build a 30, 40, 50, 60, $1 billion company. It's possible. Man, thank you so much for that brilliant presentation. And by the way,
honestly, I talk, but I think the introduction has overwhelmed me that I don't even know what else to say. First, I want to thank Candice Gua for inviting me here. As he rightly said, I am an advanced practice psych nurse, psych NP. I retired last year in May, and I really feel good to be here because we had attempted to do something to increase the awareness of mental health in Cameroon. And the initial visit that we undertook did not end well. But it looked as if you guys have gotten the formula. And I will be hoping that by the time we get some time, we get to fully get acclimated back home, you would have standardized the anesthesia program throughout Cameroon. I have so many friends who have hospitals, some have clinics, and they do surgery. And I've visited all the sites. But I would tell you that sometimes people die in Cameroon just because of the operating room. for those who've been there. So this is very, very dear to me, what you are doing here. And I would like to support, but I will say something. When our lady from Atlanta started, I had an instinct to run out of this room. Yeah, but I said no. There may be some people too who like me. So I'm here to represent those other people who cannot give 10,000. And I will start with $1,000.
I'm standing here today, Leslie Awasam. I'm a CRNA myself. I'm here representing my two amazing partners, Mr. Tenny Tolofari and our CEO, Dr. Julius Oni, who is not here with us today. We are Excite Capital Investments. We're a private equity group that focuses on the acquisitions of multifamily assets across the U.S. And we acquire those assets by banding together with community like members like yourself to be able to buy these assets. I find myself very lucky to be in this position. I'm from Cameroon myself. Gustav and I went to CPC Bali, and I came to the US and I became a CRNA, and I was just seeking better opportunities, and that's how we created Excite Capital Investments. I am here honored to be part of ACNAA as a CRNA and as a Cameroonian, and very honored of all the work that ACNAA is doing. As a new company, we would like to keep supporting ACNAA in the mission, in its modest mission as it goes forward. So tonight, my partners and I, we're going to be donating $1,000 towards the mission for ACNAA. Thank you very much.
L'étoile de Boaké, Amadou Koné, Chicheke Jevara, Extra Musica Nouvel Horizon, allez, Zapalo de Guerre, Maria, Maria Galala Kungawa, Maria.
Thank you, DJ. Gustav ACNAA. Give him a hand, please. This is an amazing small. I've seen Gustav blossom into an amazing father, husband, and a great, great, great king of the mic. So proud of you, Gustav. ACNAA is so dear to me. We've come to America and we are enjoying certain privileges. But to see ACNAA build from ground up to where we're impacting and building capacity in Cameroon, it's amazing. So we're going to donate $2,000 to support ACNAA.
Ladies and gentlemen, I saw the way he announced, and Madame looked. Can you confirm, please?
Confirm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to announce and thank you, Dr. and Dr. Mrs. Atancho, for the donation of $2,000 to ACNAA, in addition to everything else you do for the anesthesia community in America, the mentorship, the information, the courage, the encouragement, the holding hands, the recommending jobs, the telling people how to negotiate for their job contracts. All of that stuff amounts to even more than what you've donated today. But we thank you for going the extra mile. God bless you, sir. And God bless you too, madam. All right? When we get back home tonight, you know what to do to power for that good work. Put your hands together, please. So if we are looking at the screen in front of me, please, we have the Cash App number and we have the Zelle number. As you know, we might not be able to call everybody, but it's important that as you are here with us, feel free as you are moved by the Spirit. When you go into your Cash App, please, don't type 50. Type 5 with 3 zeros. And God will bless you. Are we together? If the third zero cannot add, leave it at 2 0. Are we together? Let's support this organization. We keep moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we at with the total now?
I want to believe you've probably heard enough from me tonight. But again, this is something very dear to me. And we will support with $1,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for $1,000?
Good morning, everyone. So on behalf of my husband and I would like to donate $1,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mama, don't leave here now. You cannot donate, walk away with a beautiful green lace on behalf of you and Pa. Can we put our hands together for Mama Sila and Papa Sila? Are we together? Thank you so much for the beautiful donation of $1,000. Move on. And most importantly, he doesn't only represent. It's a great pleasure. Thank you for inspiring others. He's always available to help. Thank you for your donation. $1,000. Let's put our hands together, please. Awesome.
They say behind every successful man lies what? Behind every successful man lies what? Exactly. And that woman is his mother. That's what someone said. But for this one, she's been doing the job. And when I was, every time I'm out for orders, she's the one taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, managing everything. And when we needed the place to host, ACNAA, I'm also an ACNAA member. She was the one that was ready to take everybody and all of us in. As a matter of fact, when we left the seminar today and went home, she was still cleaning up. And she told me to get out of my clothes and join her if I can. So I'm giving this money in honor of her, babe. And I want to have some of our men do the same in honor of the women that are supporting you. And we may sometimes, by mistake, hardly notice them, but they are really the ones that are the foundation of who we are today. So in honor of her, being the woman that she is and making me who I am, I'm offering to ACNAA and thanking you for hosting us and cleaning up and working so hard. I'm giving ACNAA an amount of $5,000.
3, 4, 5. Can you catch a fish alive? Why do you let it go? Because it bit my fingers. Don't bolo bolo malusi. Bolo bolo malusi.
Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, America. I said we are finally understanding what is happening in this country. Are we together? Only in the state of Maryland we have close to 80. No, not 80. We have close to 210 giants. If you just get Dr. Spicy in 210 giants in Maryland, 10,000 bottles a day. At $3.99, that's 399,000 a day times 30. We are talking about 9.9 million times 10 times 12. We are talking about $90 million. And listen, I don't call these monies to impress anybody. I call it because I want each and every one of you to stretch your belief, because it's possible. This is the only country it can work. So let's put our hands together. Let's welcome Dr. Spicy and have him say a word or two of something he wants to support us extra for tonight.
No pressure on me. No pressure on me. My brother Gustav, thank you. On the behalf of ACNAA, we see what ACNAA is doing to the community. I've been a member of ACNAA for the last 2 years now, and it's been an amazing journey. I've been watching from the side. President, confirm. Tremendous leadership. President Deku, no pressure, okay? No pressure. This is what we have to do to give back to our one and only Cameroon. We are what we are today because of Cameroon. My beautiful wife, Jenny, her mom sell pepper growing up to put her through college. My mom had an Achombo house, and that's where I learned how to cook. So when you see the Dr. Spicy recipe that we've been giving away for the last 5 years for free, is one way that God uses what you give away for free to bless you. I did not go to school to make pepper. But here I am with my beautiful wife creating an empire to help empower the world and to bring flavor back to your meals. We make the Rolls Royce of hot sauce. It's the best ever. So Dr. Spicy is gonna bless ACNAA, because I am ACNAA and ACNAA is me, with $2,500. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Manu, play something that represents spicy. Play something spicy for $2,500, DJ Manu. Please, quick. Let's get going here. Mr. Mungo, I know you have a list of a few donors. Can I have that list, please? Don't leave Dr. Spicy. We need you to move. And Dr. Spicy is ably accompanied on his table. Can you just help us introduce the people on your table? I'm not saying they should give something. I know what they can do. Just introduce it and let them do what they have to do.
Well, you know, God worked in mysterious ways, you know. We have the Swanky Lion in the house. He's very disappointed that, you know, he liked to round things up. So he's going to make everything swanky. We're going to round that up to 3K. I got G Money in the house. G Money is a brother. We go way back in the community college. 3 of us used to live in a 1-bedroom apartment. He's been a brother ever since. And that's how communities stick together. They say you are what you are by the people you keep around you. And this is a brother, and he has always been a brother. And I call him G Money. That's who he is. Emmanuel Sango is my brother-in-law. He kindly gave me his sister. I've been holding her close to my heart ever since, and she makes me tick. I got my brother Chief, who went to school together way back in Cameroon, and we continued in America. This is his beautiful wife. Welcome, brother. Thank you. And we got a lion in the house. I'm going to hand the microphone to the lion. Let him do his thing. He's going to make it raw.
Come on, dog. You put me on the spot. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? You all look very swanky tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. I want to appreciate Africa for whatever they're doing in Cameroon, for all that they have been doing. Because growing up in Cameroon as a nurse, I understand the challenges that healthcare in Cameroon particularly has. And I'm really, really impressed with what they're doing. And let's continue to bring that change to our people. I appreciate you all so much. Dr. Carson, do your thing, man. Let's get it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Dr. Spicy, we would like to support ACNAA with $500.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings our total for the Dr. Spicy table to $3,500. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for $3,500 from Dr. Spicy. Man, I wish you luck with your business. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
ACNAA with at least $1,000. So thank you.
Thank you, DJ Manu. Dr. Zichide, thank you very much. He's supporting us today with $1,000, and the first 30 minutes of dance class is free. Put your hands together for my brother, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
ACNAA, and as a nurse myself, I'm moved by what you guys are doing in Cameroon. Thank you so much. May God bless you, bless your initiative. Unfortunately, my beloved husband and senior partner is not here today, but we'll support this cause with $2,500.
Ladies and gentlemen, come, Mama. DJ, listen. Go to all the best schools you want. But the most important thing in life is to have brothers and friends who will make money. Because they can make you look good. Mama Tattoo, please, can you call Pa or WhatsApp? Let's salute him. Put your hands together for $2,500, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mama. God bless you. Thank you. Natalie, where are you from?
Honduras.
Natalie is from Honduras. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie is from Honduras, supporting ACNAA from Cameroon. I want her to sing. There's a reason why I asked her where she's from. She has no business, she's from Honduras. But she understands that any way you look at it, we are one. Good health in Cameroon is good health in Honduras. Good health in Honduras is good health in Angola. Natalie, we are honored to have you. And by the way, you look swaggy. Awesome.
All right. I knew you was going to do this to me, NCAM. Special shout out to all of you guys, specifically NCAM, David, Dr. Hiroki. I'm pledging $1,000 to you guys. I'm so proud of y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, $1,000 from Mana Palacios. Can we put our hands together for our please? And the way I see it, if there are some young men like myself when I was 25, you know what to do. Are we together? Dr. Kojo, can you feel me? Listen, these events are not just to come and donate. We have to create and keep lasting bonds. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep making progress.
So I'm very happy to be here amongst you guys, and I'm very, very proud of everything you guys are doing. And I want you guys to give yourself a big, big round of applause for everything you guys are doing. And for those who organized this, I say kudos to you. And you all look great, well dressed, and please don't mind the way I look because I work here. This is my job on the weekends. So I look like this so you guys can look the way you guys look, okay? So about 2 decades ago, I moved from Cameroon with the dogged and unwavering belief for the possibilities of this country. And I went from washing dishes at a seafood restaurant to bossing tables and being a security guard and taking computer classes and going to law school and opening a business. And today I'm running for the United States Congress, House of Representatives. And yes, and the reason I'm doing this is because for far too long, it's been said and it's been known that we cannot do what other people are doing. But we just don't understand the powers and the strength that we have. And I want to go in there and break that so-called glass ceiling so people across the country who look just like you, just like me, can follow the same steps and do what I'm going to do from now on. Okay? So I want to encourage everybody, I don't care how you look, where you come from, what your last name is, how difficult it is to pronounce like my own. Run for something. because we run the engine of this United States of America, and it's about time we make that known to everybody. So yes, in 2024, I will be running for Congress, and as most politicians, I approve that message, and I want all of you to support me so that we can win and set the stage for a new day, a new time for Africans and immigrants in the United States Congress. And I look forward to each and every one to spread the word. Everybody who is here, spread the word and support the cause. GabrielForCongress.com. I'm the only Gabriel who is running for Congress in the state of Maryland, so it would be difficult for you to find it. $5, $10 will support the cause, and we will win that election when it comes to time. Send the message out, support the cause, spread the message, donate, and we will not only make history, but we will make sense. It's about time for us to do that. And I want to do this for our own children, because they are born in this country, and we want that they should have a representation in the United States Congress. And because I love what you guys do, I'm very passionate about this, I'm going to support this cause with $1,000. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for $1,000? DJ Malu, I don't call you future representative. I call you representative Jimmy, because I speak that reality upon you now. Thank you, sir. God bless you, and God bless your courage, determination, hard work, and your vision. Many will come, because I believe amongst our children, including the young ladies who were here, all of them, we are going to have a president of this country from the African immigrant community. I know that.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. If you are happy to be here, make some noise. Thank you. So we are here on behalf of FENFET. My name is Odilia Jinjo, and this is Makomi Funti. I'm the vice president of Kumu FENFET in Washington, D.C., and I'm here to represent my president, who traveled to Cameroon for the annual AGM with some of our members, and we are here to represent the rest of the other members. Sitting there and listening to you all, we are so pleased and glad to be here today, because we have the same mission and vision. We do the same thing that you're doing. So because of that, we're going to generously contribute a sum of $1,000. Thank you.
With that said, I'm going to say one more thing, and I'll make a donation, not on my behalf, but on behalf of my dad. My dad passed away in 1996, and he was a philanthropist. He studied in British Columbia, way back when nobody was traveling abroad. That was a long time ago. And I grew up with a lot of cousins. There was always somebody at home that was really not related to us, but growing up with us, because that's what my parents did. You know, they took in strays. And so I have a lot of cousins out there that are really not cousins, but they grew up with us. I say this to say that my parents believed in giving back. And so when I went to ACNAA and I found out this is an association that's all about pouring into the community, it really aligned with my values as a person. And even though my dad has been gone for a while, on behalf of my dad, the late Prince James Azefo from Quen, I'm going to donate $2,000.
It's the boss of all bosses.
Sir, come forward. I know people like you just wear this jumper to deceive us. So where are you from?
I'm from Trinidad.
If I might ask, and that would be in the interest of everybody, what do you do for a living?
I'm a CRNA.
Ladies and gentlemen, our brother Terry English from Trinidad, by way of Africa, has donated to us the sum of $2,500. You know, I laugh because there are good people in this country. There are people who just want to see good perpetrated. And Mr. Terry English, I want to appreciate you for that gesture. This is a gesture that puts you in the annals of legacy, not only for Cameroon, but for Africa in general. And I know where your heart belongs by your gesture. God bless you, sir. God bless your family, and God multiply what you gave us.
Thank you very much. From the beginning of ACNAA, we have been there with this, my brother. I was thinking that these trophies, they are for both of us. Because by default, I've been the president of this association. In 2019, when my wife was pregnant, I was the one doing everything, printing of the t-shirts, carrying of the bags and everything. Mr. President, you are holding my trophy. I'm sure the incoming executive, please, next year you have to do something for me. It's not a joke. Their meetings are very annoying. On Sundays, you come back from church, it's a different ball game. First Lady, thank you. You have done a great job. So, because of my beautiful wife, we are going to support with 1,500.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for this beautiful and very, very generous? This gentleman standing right here lives out in Dallas. He's inspired tons of people to become CRNAs. He doesn't only say it, but he walks the talk. He volunteers every year 2-3 trips to Africa to go do great different things. There's a Cameroonian out in Dallas who is an orthopedic surgeon, a neurosurgeon, sorry, Dr. Benaye. Probably some of you might know him. Great philanthropist. Goes to Ghana and the president of Ghana welcomes them at the airport. Goes to Cameroon and everywhere. And he's always there for ACNAA, for any organization that does anything related to anesthesia or helping our continent. I just want to take this opportunity to recognize you, to let you know that the work you do doesn't go unnoticed. God bless you, God bless your family, and please never stop helping us and supporting us and inspiring us. Thank you for coming, sir. I didn't say him to do anything, but he just told me in my ears that because he's done everything for this organization, but he will never stop. So he's just giving us, he called it some small thing, but I call it $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for $1,000. Thank you, DJ.
I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. So the inspiration and most of my work is about the African culture and promoting beautiful Africa women. And so these paintings are about the resilience of the African woman and the cry and the baby, the woman carrying the baby. So yeah, so this is, I cannot talk, I'm not a talker, I'm a painter. Come and talk for me.
I'm sorry, can we put our hands together for Siri, please? So this is what we're going to do. Cam was just telling me that somebody left and asked him to bid 1,250 for the one, which of them? The one to the left or the one to the right? Okay, the one to the right, no problem. So let's kick it off, please. So our minimum bid on this already is 1,250. And we are going to do it in increments of $50, please. Anybody, 1,250 going one? 1,250. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful handcrafted bead with organic wood on it. 1,250. Any takers? 1,250, Mr. Mungwa, for your bidder.
Where's the bidder?
Wait, Mr. Mungwa.
Where's he?
Can we have his name, please? What's his name? Oh, Dr. Nubisi. The one who donated 1,150 to us, and now he's bid on the thing for 1,250, a total of 2,500. My math is not perfect. Can we put our hands together for 2,500, please? Mount Floor, I failed arithmetic. Good. We are bidding on which one? This one is sold, yes. So this one right here, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to break this thing. Can we all see it? This is a combination of the, yes. This is a combination of the Togo mixed with the Bamileke fabric, but it's completely hand painted. I am telling you people, anybody who understands investment in America, this thing is going to be worth $1 million by 2035. I am just saying, let nobody say I never told them. I know what I am saying. $1,000, any bidder above. Increments of 50, $1,000 please. $1,000. $1,050, $1,050, $1,050, Mr. Bagason, $1,050. Any bidders on this? $1,050. $1,050. We want $1,050. $1,050. $1,100 there. $1,050. So can we put our hands together for Mr. Mugwa, please? Mr. Mugwa, put your hands together for Mr. Mugwa. Ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody to give a thunderous round of applause for Siri Art. This young lady is going to
please give a hand to our MC for an excellent job. MC, thank you. I want to thank you guys so much for taking your time out here to come and support us. You have shown us the support. Unfortunately, we have to dance. Otherwise, I know that in your pockets, most of you are still itching with some money. But the good thing is that technology is going to help us have you support us because we know you love us so much and love what we do. As you can see or heard before, we have a lot of challenges and responsibilities ahead in Cameroon. We would like to continue to partner with you. We would like to show you what we can do. And so that when you go back home, you can also go to a safer care environment. Your families back home would also be, if they had surgery, would have anesthesia in a more safe and a more professional fashion. We will continue to look for partnerships. As you can see, we had partnerships from other businesses. If you have a business that can benefit our membership, you're welcome to talk to us. If it benefits our membership, we'll give you a platform for you to not only support us, but also have them benefit from your business. We have a lot of work to do. We continue to count on your support. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We hope you had some fun and you continue to have some fun as you dance. Shake your body, enjoy, think about Cameroon. God bless you all. Thank you.
Nothing